right, you're welcome back to the blog on Cool TV, and it's time for our first story of the day. I'll give you time to sing now.
Please hurry.
Shino.
First story of the day is coming fresh.
That used to be fitting now.
No, I like that beat.
Yeah.
It's very classic.
Yeah, it's different from all the first stories we've been doing.
It's better than
Are you really hating on my singing, Ayo?
First story is better than it.
Oh.
Children. It's time for the
What was doing you
story.
there?
Story. Back and better. Nigerian musician Bigiano, who recently released 2 songs after a long break, has explained that his break from the music industry was deliberate. Well, good to know. He did that so he can repackage his brand and offer much more to his fans. Now, the singer made a huge hit with his Shayo song, which he's been off the scene since 2011. But in case you don't remember the Shayo song, I think we're just going to play a little clip to refresh your memory.
The coalition of Nigeria's hottest DJs.
So me and my friends sit down, we relate to you. Say make we gather people come jubilate to you. Cause now my success I dey try celebrate to you. You see, you can't afford to come late to you. Cause my gate go to close by 80. And if you come so we can cooperate to you. Girls them yakba you can start to relate to you, late to you. And if you want to chocolate, holy and drinks already done circulate. But if you feel intoxicated, sit down in your place and start to meditate.
Okay, yeah, that's Bigiano Shayo. Nice, that was a really, really big song back then, and then he disappeared. Well, he said that while he was away, he was studying the industry, he was studying the market, and he was basically studying everything going on in the industry to help his brand move forward. He was also recording, writing songs, traveling, and gaining much-needed experience. Well, good for you, Bigiano. Now, the question is this: should more Nigerian artists do this to improve their craft?
First of all, let me say this is such a fantastic story. I think it's important that we share this kind of stories to motivate younger people and even people who are, old in the industry. Two-Face is going to be 20 years in the industry, I think, this year. And this afternoon, actually, right at this very moment, he's announcing something big.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that would have made you guys laugh.
3.
Did you see the hashtag? Sorry, just
yeah, I'm just like, wow.
What was the hashtag?
Yeah. Somebody, he was like, Two-Face about to announce something. Someone said, he has impregnated another girl.
That wouldn't be new.
Well,
wow.
I mean,
don't say anything to
okay.
But anyway, afterwards, we'll definitely find out what and bring it to you, what the big news was. But yes, I think that many musicians should do this. Sometimes they call it fallow period in agriculture. You need to allow...
Call it again?
Fallow period. You let your land life fallow. Go and let it grow, let the nutrients come back, then you come back and till the land. That is what they should do. Some people are producing...
Your mother will be so proud of you right now.
Mommy, the school fees was not wasted.
But do you know it's a risk when you say, oh, they should go and fallow pee the land according to you.
I actually think it depends on the artist. Okay, let me...
But see what happened to Maze, your brother, your Christian brother that left the secular world to go into Christianity. Yes, he came back, welcome back, and he was just like Breeze. I see Breeze, and he was out of the scene again.
I think it depends. Yeah, Mace was... I think with Mace, the situation was he went to gospel, condemned the secular industry, came back. I mean, at that point, he had lost
He was
following.
clearly confused.
He was really confused, and then kept going back and forth.
Isn't it with the same thing with this uncle? What's her name in Destiny Child? Michelle. Yeah, Rachel. Yeah, Michelle Williams. Yeah, it's not the same thing. I mean, she's also a gospel artist.
She's still a gospel artist.
She hasn't gone back to the secular
Sometimes
world,
she shakes it like it's...
For real?
Because when they all went solo, she did the gospel thing, then they went out doing that video, that upbeat song.
No, they forced her to do that.
And she had the...
Really? They forced her, they changed her, and she's the oldest in the group.
I wouldn't exactly consider her, well, whatever. But I think it depends on the artist. Let me use an Usher, for example. At one point, Usher kind of disappeared, but guess what? Eminem did the same thing. They always have their crowd waiting for them. But even at that, if you over-disappear, it will be harder to get them back, because I think Usher, for a minute, it was hard. He kind of struggled.
No, but Usher disappeared before his 8701 album. That's one of the biggest albums he's done.
He didn't disappear before.
He did.
He disappeared.
Oh, was he after 8701?
No, he disappeared after it. after 8701, he put out like
Moving
2 more
Mountains.
albums or something. But then during that time, before he put out his last album, he was still kind of.
I think the period when he got married, he kind of phased out. And
So I think
was
it
just
depends
weird.
on how you. It depends on the artist. It depends
Yeah.
on how you come back, and it depends on what you actually go and learn. Because some people don't learn anything; they're just chilling, and then they act like. But then I would say, before we round up, I think D'banj is somebody who has used his time away to actually learn some stuff. Because I was listening to an interview he was giving, and I was like, wait, is this the same D'banj I know that is talking like this? Like he sounded so intelligent.
Let me come in with this. They are going out to learn some stuff because I know there is this certain academy that everybody goes to, which we know is not accredited in the US. I mean, you can't go to the US and say, I went to this so York Academy, fill in the blank. I mean, you go to Harvard when they are on break and then you study something for a few weeks and then you come back and all of a sudden you're a professional in something you're doing. And that is the reason why the movie industry is a bit mediocre.
Oh, yeah.
If you're going
The
to learn something, yes. If you're going to learn something, take your time to learn it.
I understand
Don't
what
go
you
somewhere and come back with some flimsy
guess what?
certification and tell us
Let's
you're
talk,
great.
let's talk about the demand. We're quite impressionable. So you see that certificate and you're like packaging and you take the person, whether or not they're qualified.
But let us know what you think. Do you think more Nigerian artists should take some time away to learn and improve their craft? Hit us up on Twitter and Facebook at CoolTV. The blog is the page and the handle. And of course, use our hashtag Love to
That awkward moment.
Wow. Okay, so we're going to go on a brief break, and when we come back, we are going to let you know how Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner have been handling their post-divorce lives. Yes, this is the blog. Stay tuned. Yeah, this is the blog on Cool TV. You're welcome back, and we're going to go straight into our second story of the day.
Second story of the day.
No, now change melody now.
Second story of the day.
I think you should come in.
No, it's better than third story
All
of
right,
the day.
let me think something.
You're not even ready.
Don't be fooled.
So no, second story. Hallelujah. Yes, proceed. I've sung for you.
I'm going to have such a big pop career. I'm going to shock you.
Okay.
Well, sure. Bennifer, is that you? Actors Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner seem to be getting along quite nicely post-divorce and also cheating reports, as they had an absolute blast during Ben Affleck's 43rd birthday celebration. Now, the exes spent time with their 3 kids in Orlando over the weekend. Oh, that's so cool. The couple has also been spotted still wearing their wedding bands. Wow, that's big. In the midst of allegations that Ben cheated with the nanny. Interesting stuff. Now, exes hanging out for the kids after a separation. Is it good or bad for them and the kids?
It's weird.
It's weird,
Yeah.
especially if a third
I think
party
it's
is coming in.
confusing for the
It's
kids.
so weird.
Confusing.
I have to commend the maturity, and I do think Jennifer Garner is such a lovely person. I don't know why I get the vibe that she's a sweet girl.
Yeah, me too.
And I feel like she's such a victim. I don't know. I feel bad for her, but we don't know. We don't know how it really is inside. However, they're so mature to even hang out with the kids. I don't know. It's just weird, and it's like
I think they're going to confuse the
Yikes.
kids in the long run, because the kids are going to be wondering, okay, so are they going to get back together now that they're still acting chummy?
There'll
And then
be
the kids
hope,
may start
yeah.
getting hopeful, and then when they finally say, oh no, we're never getting back together, it may affect the kids psychologically.
maybe they've explained to the kids, mommy and daddy are not together
No,
anymore.
but
But you know
We're
how
still
kids
friends.
still are. They still want to believe in,
No, but do you know-
unicorns and
Do you know,
rainbows.
I think that even if they separated, the kids will still have that belief and hope that maybe mommy and daddy are going to get back together again. I think they're trying to provide stability for them. That's why they're still trying to keep that. So it's not too much of a shock to their system.
Shock
which,
absorber.
yeah, so which I do.
But are we considering the fact that they are both going to move on to different people? And imagine being in a relationship with Ben or with Jennifer, and then you have to see them hang out
Ashton
together.
Kutcher did it with,
with Bruce Willis. Just there's always
They
got
used to
family
go-
dates
that was
together.
That was weird.
His,
And
godfather.
what became of that?
I mean, Ashton used to look like their son.
Yeah.
Imagine
That was weird.
I think Demi Moore should actually go back to Bruce, but yeah, what
She
are
should
we
go back to
saying? We're
Bruce.
talking
And I
about
think
Ben.
I think that bridge is
After how
gone.
many
Has
years?
been burned.
When
has
the children
been
have finished growing
finished.
up, what are they going
It's
back
still
together to
possible.
each other for?
No, Bruce is.
No, but what's the point?
Moving on with
But
his
exes
life.
hanging out makes sense for the kids because they're so young. It makes sense for now, or maybe they should do it for a while. Then after, when the kids have developed mentally,
Let me
they
tell
can
you
now
what is
move on.
better: staying married for the kids. As in, like,
if they
very
don't.
but
true.
what's the point? If you're going to
Yeah,
hang
some
out
couples
together,
actually do that. And then when the kids are like maybe
older.
16, 14,
Yeah.
15, they're like, okay, you know, guys, we can't do this anymore. We just want to divorce.
You really like the nanny and you're done with their mummy. I rhymed.
Okay, cool. What do you think, though, about exes hanging out for the kids after a separation? Do you think it's good or bad for the couple and the kids? Hit us up on Twitter at CoolTV. The blog is the page. No, it's the handle. And Facebook at CoolTV. The blog is the page. So,
Because you laughed at how
you
when
laughed
she
and I made a
stumbled,
mistake.
okay, all right.
So cute laughter.
Yeah.
So this is what I do when people laugh at me. So yes, let us know what you think, and of course use our hashtag Love to Love.
Where's your key?
Wow.
Any of the key?
You need to create a special key for
I'm
that.
very unique.
All right, we're going on a brief break. When we come back, we still have our real piece coming up and our final story. Who runs Africa? We'll let you know.
So, did you like what you just saw? I know you did. It's very simple. If you want to see more, just subscribe to our channel right now.